We're the dream. We're okay. Sparing you. Good thing I didn't have my headphones on to that first part. I kind of knew it was bad. I do not have a singing voice, but I have a movie talking voice. 31 Days of Dread, Dream Warriors, Day 7, coming at ya. Okay. Here we are, and here you are, sitting down with me. Maybe you're driving. Uh, Maybe we're just getting some alone time. But this is House on Sorority Row, 1983. Again, another Amazon Prime find. I just had to watch this movie because I don't know. I just want to see if it lived up to the poster and the tagline and the what was the tagline? The tagline is where nothing is off limits. So, like 1983. All right, I'm going to see some boobies. I'm going to see some blood. I'm going to. Here we go. But no, they didn't get any of that. But then again, this is 1983. Movies were able to get away with such false advertising. But I will say this: it must have been effective. A very, very effective false advertising because the movie roughly cost $400,000, and it brought in about 10 million. That is, we call that one heck of a investment. So we have teenagers, all women. We have murder, and we have another important point fact. 1983, 3 years out of Friday the 13th, came out in 1980. This movie is a definite response to the trend that Friday created. And, hey, trends, make jobs for people, which is something you really don't commonly hear, but it is it is a fact. Trends put food on the table, clothes on people's backs, pays the bills, and but I think movies like House on Sorority Row just add more volume to milestones like Friday the 13th. So nothing really like crazy made me want to watch this. There was no real driving force to watch this movie other than straight up curiosity. But we had some interesting things happen in this. I thought and just to go through the plot real quick. Okay, something happens in the beginning, alludes to the birth of the killer. Credits roll. We have an intro piece, and then intro piece introduces all the girls. I will say this: the prologue, blue monochromatic, very artful, hazy, dreamlike. I thought that was very well done. I thought the lead in to our characters after that was kind of like a girl montage, super effective. My sister was every single one of those girls. Yeah, one of them opens up a closet and all of these shoes just spill out. That was my sister at that age, 100%. My sister had a shoe and fashion collection like you wouldn't believe. And I think right now, in her house, she just has a room of clothes and what to wear. And some people out there might be like, "Oh, that's so materialistic." It's really not. There is nothing wrong with just taking pride on how you present yourself. I'm sorry if you don't agree with that. Good luck. Good luck getting people to cut your checks in life. But yeah, so we know the birth in the beginning of the movie is going to be a killer. This movie, just to get away from the plot real quick. So we've had some of our other movies that we talked about on the 31 Days of Dread have proven, like, most of them are fun, watchable, or just awesome. Okay, this is not one of them. This movie is a movie that uses conventions, as we discussed. Horror is a genre on convention strictly. It exists only on conventions. But this one is the warning signs. It's a way we don't use them because what this movie tries to do is so noble. But at the end of the day, you just know that it's a movie that was made. That's it. Someone got hired. This guy got hired here. This dude got hired over there, and yeah, and we get a product. So, but there's definitely good things to pull out of this movie, and I've already been accused of grading things on the curve, and there's a real reason for that. Excuse me. Not that I believe I'm grading things on the curve, but I I don't want to go through life picking things apart and hating things just to hate them. I I want to walk down the street and see the beauty. I want to walk into a bakery and get excited on what to eat. Okay, I want to walk into a refrigerator at 7-Eleven and get amped over the energy drinks, which I might run and grab when we're done this. Okay. The point I'm getting at is if you're not accustomed to look towards the positive in things, you're gonna have trouble in life. And man, uh, day seven's becoming a self help episode. Okay, so there's definitely highlights in this. I thought the girls in this movie were great. I thought the plot was there, just definitely had a story. I thought it had direction too, but the elements just didn't come together. And one of you can always pick this out. Something to look out for in the future is when there is when the orchestra is just overbearing. That when the music is too obvious and too overbearing, meaning that you find yourself listening to the music more than you are engaged in the scene. It's that is that's a blank trying to get filled in, but with the filmmaking crew, meaning that we need to heighten the emotion, not accentuated, but created, and the music is the best way to do that sometimes. So it sucks. This movie fell victim to that, but sorry, it's like 80 degrees in autumn in Philly right now. It's crazy. But yeah, so again, like leading out of the opening montage with the girls, I thought it established everything very well. And then we go into a party scene where it's like a bonding scene. We establish the potential villain, who's like the den mother who doesn't want the girls to have a party, and the girls want to rebel against her. In this scene, something like the cool grungy girl was wearing a CBGB shirt, which I loved, and she looked cute in it too. CBGB is a music like venue bar in New York City, and I just had to look this up real quick just to get it correct. It stands for Country Bluegrass Blues and Other Music, and like those shirts are still relevant today, and I thought that was like just like a very, very cool nod. But yeah, not nod, but just especially in '83. I thought the bonding scene got the job done. It set everything up, and so it takes us about 32 minutes to let everything cook, and we eventually get our first death in about 32. It's about 32 minutes. So the big point to make here is that the deaths in this movie are thought out. They're artful, actually. There's not a lot of blood in this movie. The deaths. This is not a gore fest. This is strictly just portraying the loss of life. Wasn't expecting that. I kind of liked it. Yeah. So after the first death, what happens is we have just like a run of killings. There's also a accidental death that triggers the potential motivation of the killer. Yeah, and you know that's like a gotcha from it happening, meaning that this character is not going to turn out to be the killer. It's diversion, and which is kind of funny because they accidentally kill the den mother. Spoiler, and immediately throw a big bash to where more people start dying. And then post party scene, okay, because the party scene kind of eclipses the first and second act. The movie just really kind of goes off the cliff and just slows down. The characters aren't strong enough or engaging enough. I don't want to say it's the acting, because I think that's cheap to say, but I just don't think the characters are doing enough scene per scene to get the movie going, and it drags on. So eventually everyone in Sorority Row House, or Sorority House Row, starts to die one by one. Again, we've seen this before a lot of times. And yeah, we're met at the end of the movie, which is like just this clown character. Yeah, the killer's in this clown suit, which I thought was good because it's so big right now. It. And I just thought it was timely, and it kind of blew me away. It cracked me up. And the movie's got like a gotcha at the end. That was very cheap. It's like one of the cheapest gotchas ever. And I don't know if gotcha is the right word, but it's like it's not over yet type thing, and boom, credits roll. But I think that if you saw this movie in 1983, you would it would have been enjoyed. It would have been appreciated a little bit more than today. I will back up my point from the previous episodes, which is if this exact movie was made today and put out, it would definitely make money. People would flock to go see it because it's a great idea. It's a great premise. Work on the killer. Just get the killer's origin and motivation. I don't want to say a little bit, a lot better than what this movie has, and put the movie out. And because it's new and it's filled with modern actors, which nowadays all look like supermodels, we got ourselves probably a $35 million opening. And this movie is I think is a wonderful template for the procedure of a slasher movie, the flow of a slasher movie. Watching movies like this are so important, and the reason why they're important is because I think they add value to the era, they define the era, and they give context to the milestone movies that came out at that time. This one, like the Three-Headed Dragon, Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers. Okay, those three movies, which are still going today. But no, I don't want to say run and watch this movie. I don't want to say that's this movie's important for you to add to your to your memory banks of film knowledge. It should not be a part of your lexicon. But I don't think anyone should shy away from movies like this because they're important to know what makes them tick. It's important to know that they're out there, and you know what, the people that make the movie, which is also it's good to know who some of these people are and what some of them do. the director, and let me just see real quick. I forget the director of this movie. We'll have to look it up. Oh, it's right here, actually. Mark Roseman. Roseman. Okay. He's still working today. He's essentially a career director. Yeah, spent his living directing things, and yeah, hasn't made anything that you would rush out to see, that you would tell your friends to catch up on, or anything. But the guy, this is a part of the system that supports people that you just want to that get all the attention. Like, he's not Ridley Scott. He just made this movie. Okay, Ridley Scott made a movie just like this. It was called The Keep, or The Duelist. Okay, he made movies like this, but he got lucky. He got a chance. He kept going, and I'm not saying Mark hasn't, but yeah, luck plays a good factor. And I think it's important to honor movies like this, because not everything in the museum should be curated. I would love it if museums just had random art days where they would just kind of seem to have anything up on the walls, because but within context, within a level of education, not just like anything. But no, just always be on the lookout for movies like House of Sorority Row, and kind of look into the era that they were produced in, and what the environment was like when they were released. And I just think it adds a little bit of extra body to what one would understand about film and film history, and the importance of errors and the birth of them, and what happens to them, and where are we now with errors. Because as of right now, the slasher genre is not, it's not strong. Everything is ghosts right now, but like the slasher run was maybe the biggest run in Hollywood history when it comes to horror, next to monster movies. But Sharknado is taking over monster movies right now. But okay, hey everyone, we're getting closer. Just getting closer to Halloween. All right, let's do this. Signing off. Dream Warriors, 31 Days of Dread, Day 7. Have a good day.